Ninja's Nutri-Blender Pro is everywhere, promising restaurant-quality smoothies and nutrient extraction right on your countertop. But here's what surprised me after months of testing. This machine has some serious, deal-breaking flaws that no one is talking about in the ads. Therefore, before you spend your hard-earned $80, you need to see this honest review of all the problems I found. For the best price, click the link in the description. Now, let's be clear, this blender looks fantastic on paper. It boasts a 1000 peak watt motor, it comes with 2 to-go cups, and it has a 4.6-star rating on Amazon. You're probably thinking it's a slam dunk, but I'm here to tell you that rating is hiding some uncomfortable truths. Therefore, today we're going deep, beyond the marketing, to see if this compact blender is a kitchen hero or a noisy, messy letdown. Stick around because by the end, you'll know exactly whether this is the right blender for you or if you should run for the hills. I even tried to make a smoothie so healthy, it tried to give me life advice. That didn't go well. Let's start with the unboxing and first impressions because this is where the problems begin. The setup is quick, just like they say. You screw the blade assembly onto a cup, pop it on the motor base, and you're ready. It feels promising. But the moment you press that button, the first major issue rears its loud, ugly head. The noise. This isn't just blending noise. This is wake the neighbors, scare the pets, what is that industrial drill noise? I measured it at over 90 decibels. That's like standing next to a lawnmower. Therefore, if you have roommates, a sleeping baby, or a desire for peace in the morning, this blender is a declaration of war. It's so loud, I'm pretty sure my smoothie started blending out of fear. Now let's talk about its flagship feature, nutrient extraction. Ninja promises to unlock hidden nutrition from whole fruits and veggies, blending parts you'd normally discard. Sounds amazing, right? But in practice, this creates a texture problem. To get those peels and stems truly smooth, you have to run it for a long time. Therefore, you end up with a warm, frothy smoothie, not a cold, creamy one. And those to-go cups. They're a recipe for disaster. The blade assembly screws onto the cup, which is fine, but taking it off after blending a thick recipe is a Herculean task. You risk spraying your entire kitchen with a kale and strawberry explosion. It's less on-the-go convenience and more on-the-go cleanup chore. I've had easier escapes from a bank vault than getting that blade off a frozen blend. That brings us to the Auto IQ programs. There are two. One for smoothies, one for crushed ice. In theory, they remove the guesswork. You press a button and walk away. But here's the catch. They are one-size-fits-all programs. Therefore, if you're making a simple banana berry mix, the smoothie program might be perfect. But if you add harder ingredients like frozen mango or a handful of spinach, the program often finishes with large, unblended chunks. You then have to run it again, defeating the purpose of the preset. And the ice-crushing program. It's powerful, it turns ice to snow in seconds, but it's so violent it feels like the motor base is trying to achieve liftoff. You half expect a countdown sequence. Let's discuss the design and cleanup, because this is where the frustration peaks. All parts are dishwasher safe, which is a major plus, but the real issue is the sealing. Those spout lids are supposed to let you sip conveniently. However, they don't always seal perfectly on the blended cup. Therefore, I've had more than one leak in my bag. Not a drip, a full-on smoothie seepage. And the compact size is great for small counters, but the wide motor base means it can still take up a surprising footprint. Cleaning the blade assembly is tricky. Spinach and strawberry seeds get trapped under the blades with a dedication usually reserved for ninjas, which I guess is fitting for the brand. So, after all these problems, is there anything good? Yes. When it works, it makes a very smooth drink. The power is undeniable for crushing ice, and the included recipe guide is helpful for beginners. But these pros are heavily weighed down by the cons we've outlined. The deafening noise, the difficult cup disassembly, the inconsistent Auto IQ results, and the leaky lids. Therefore, while it can perform, the experience is often more frustrating than fulfilling. It's like having a super-powered chef in your kitchen who also yells constantly and makes a huge mess. You appreciate the results, but you dread the process. Who is this blender actually for? If you live alone, have no noise concerns, enjoy a project with your smoothie, and have a grip strength of a vice, you might tolerate it. But for families, apartment dwellers, or anyone seeking quick, quiet, and mess-free convenience, this is not the machine for you. Therefore, my final verdict is caution. The high Amazon rating is seductive, but it glosses over the daily aggravations. There are better designed personal blenders in this price range that won't assault your eardrums or your kitchen walls. Before you make any decision, I've done the research for you. I've found alternatives that solve these specific problems: quieter operation, easier cleaning, better sealing lids. To get the full breakdown and my top recommendation, along with the best current price on the Ninja Nutri-Blender Pro if you still want to try it, click the link in the description below. That link supports our channel at no extra cost to you, and it's the fastest way to see all your options. Thanks for watching this honest review. Don't forget to like if this helped you, and subscribe for more unsponsored truth about the gadgets you're thinking of buying. Until next time, blend wisely.